ELRS to the moon! Or so Brandon Bentley thinks. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to the live stream. This is Tweet FUV. My name's Dan, and we're going to talk about some drone stuff today. It's been a while. Had some family stuff going on last week, and I'm glad to be back. Thank you all for showing up and hanging out today. If you have packs charged and it's nice where you're at, shut this off and go fly. Come back and watch later. But if you want to hang out and crack wise while we ramble on about some things and stuff and junk, thanks for sticking around. We get some tunes going. And like I said, was gone last week. Had a family outing. Was great. Went to the beach. I hate the beach. But had a lot of fun either way. Got some family pictures, which we're desperately overdue for. There we go. Mike Bergman, welcome to the live stream. Sun Bunny, don't recognize that name. Thank you for showing up. Rob Logan, as usual, thank you so much for being here. EDOC, as usual. Found a rodeo yesterday and I think it's become my go-to flying spot. Nice. Brandon Bentley, invest in ELRS to the moon. If you don't know what ELRS is, you must be under a rock. ExpressLRS, it is really disturbing the world of 2.4 and 900 megahertz long range radio RC, the sticks communication. There's been a lot of development. It's open source, it's cheap, and it's really, really, really good. Like, way better than it should be for the amount of money and development that's into it, because it's not like owned by any particular one company. Although there are companies that are out there making parts for ExpressLRS, which is kind of interesting. Hopefully you guys can hear that music in the background. Can't? Let me know. Turn it up. Still working on my audio setup. Got some new gear in. This is always changing. And if you haven't noticed, the bokeh, the whatever they call it, got a new lens for the camera. Really happy with it. It's a cheapo Sigma something or other. I don't know. I've been looking at this lens for a while, and it certainly does look quite a bit better. It's really good in low light. Very happy with it. And of course, it's used. I don't buy anything new. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, we're talking about horses and drones. If you've ever watched a lot of my videos, you know I own horses. I hate the fact I own horses. All they do is eat money and shit problems. They are terrible animals. They'd be extinct if it wasn't for our meddling. They're just garbage animals. Garbage animals. I don't like horses, if you haven't picked that up. I fly around my horses all the time, and at this point, they just don't care. But it does freak a lot of horses out, especially if they're not used to it. And when horses get freaked out, they kill people. Remember, what killed Superman? It wasn't kryptonite. It's a horse. Look it up. See what I'm talking about. Oh man, the chat did the old jumpy thing. Let's see. Yeah, animals and horses. Yeah, I used to ride dirt bikes a lot up in northern Michigan, and horse riders would share the trails, and you'd always have to just shut it off as soon as you see the horses and kind of just tiptoe by or let them go by, because they'll do some dumb shit. Oh, coffee. Oh yeah, I'm shilling hard today. Ruby Moon coffee. It's a bad combination. It's great coffee. They don't supply me with coffee. I mean, I buy coffee from them, but it's not like they're funding it or anything, but it's really good. Oh man. Back to the live chat. So how's everybody's week going? Hopefully it's been nice, good weather, get a chance to go out and fly. Rampage looked like it was an absolute freaking bonkers blast. Of course, I didn't go just because cheap, and I had to work. Work's really weird about group gatherings and stuff still. So maybe next time, or maybe IO if or not IO, or maybe that's what it is. Yeah, the one up in Muncie. Maybe if that ever happens, I'll go to that. It'd be nice to meet some of y'all in person. You know what I mean? Mike Bergman, how are you doing today? If you haven't had a chance to smash that like button, go ahead and do it. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to find a way to support me, either by clicking affiliate links or whatever have you, go to tweetfb.com. Yeah, ELRS is disturbing to the industry for sure. Mike Bergman, no music here, brother. Oh boy. Yeah, Mike, I decaled my headphones. D-Brand has custom cut skins, and they look really good. There's so many of them I couldn't choose, so I went with this this brushed aluminum look. I really like it, and they're cheap-ish. If I don't like it, I can peel it off and put new ones on. Talking about the Christopher Reeves accident. Yeah, if you're riding a horse, it's not an accident. You're asking for it. Oh, that was water. Yuck. Water. Ew. Water. Shilling hard. Gotta make a shirt. Yeah, I hear Rampage was awesome. Seeing some of the videos coming out of it, it looked just completely bonkers. Looked like the world was happy there. You know what I mean? Rampage was great. Finished reviewing my footage, make a couple edits, back to normal life. Getting my dad into I assume FPV with beta FPV Cetus. I really want to try. The Cetus. I have the Emax Easy Pilot. My daughter flies that frequently, not as much as I'd like her to. But the Cetus looks like it's the Emax, just better because it has a better controller. I'm pretty sure they're not using the Bayang protocol, so you could probably actually use it for something else as long as the controller doesn't fall apart on you. The goggles seem decent, and I like that they're using optical flow for altitude hold. The Easy Pilot just uses a barometer. It does a pretty darn good job for what it has. You got to really keep the canopy closed up really good, otherwise the prop wash screws up the barometer on it. All right, guys, so today we are going to... Hang on, I got notes. Let's see, intro, yep, did that. Tweet FPV, yep, did that. Teespring, yep. We talked about, well, Teespring. If you want a Tweet FPV t-shirt, go ahead and click that Teespring account in tweetfpv.com. I've got a guy who said he's designing a new logo for me. I haven't gotten back to him yet. I'm kind of excited. It seems like he's going to be taking the Tweety Bird logo here and doing some work to it. Patreon, if you guys want to support me, that's the best way to support me. Patreon.com. I do giveaways on Patreon once a month. There's a couple different tiers. Basically, the cutoff is between anything less than $5 and above $5. $5, you get the early entry links for the giveaway, which this month will be this guy here. This is the Ishin Shadow Fiend, 4-inch long range. It's analog. Ignore the fact that it's Ishin. This thing is actually really good. Good flight controller, good motors, decent frame. The frame really doesn't matter too much on these things because they're gonna break if you crash them, so durability is not like something to really concern yourself too much about. A nice long antenna to get up above the battery, GPS. I slapped a crossfire in there, which that'll go with it. So if you want to get in on that, go to Discord, tweetfb.com, click that Discord link, and get yourself entered in on that. Right now, I've only got 19 people signed up, so that's pretty good. So that's that. Today we'll be giving away the April Sub 250 Get FPV crate. I know it's a little late, but I'm giving it away, so you'll wait as long as I want to wait. But it is for the QAV-S mini frame. This is a dead cat design. That's what she looks like. It's actually right here in the box. So if you want to get on that, let me put the link in there. There you go. If you haven't entered, go ahead and get in on that, and we'll be giving that away here in, let's say about an hour. How about 11:30? We'll give that sucker away. Actually, 11 o'clock. Someone, it's 10:12 here. Somebody just remind me because I'll forget. If you want to get my attention on the live stream, type at tweetfev. It'll light up in orange here, kind of like that, and that'll get my attention. Otherwise, I mean, I'll probably read through the whole chat anyways, but that'll definitely get my attention. Super chats are always welcome. It's a good way. It's one of the things that YouTube does that allows you to support a creator directly. Like, it's an issue that a lot of creators have with YouTube. Is like, if you watch a traditional upload, I get like 1/1,000,000th of a cent for the ad revenue, whatever. Not that I'm doing this for the money or whatever, but it helps because all the money that comes into this goes back to you guys. I definitely run this at a loss. There's no way to like directly support a creator through YouTube while you're watching a video. So if I make a video that like helps you and you're like, oh, that was it, I'm done, I'm fixed. You can't be like, boom, $5. They just don't let you do that. They let you do it in this format here, but YouTube, if you're listening, which I know you damn well aren't, you got to do that for the traditional uploads as well. Mobile Aids, yeah, the current logo is very nice. I very, very much like it. That current logo, a guy designed that for me maybe 3 years ago. I can't remember the guy's name. He lived up in Anchorage, Alaska. I traded him like a whoop for that logo, and I just never really used it. The normal TweetFPV logo, just the one with the quadcopter. That one. That one I bought from Brand Crowd, I think, something like that. But yeah, it's always nice to change things up. Oh, let's see. Sergio, welcome. Hey, bro, what's up? What do you think about still flying analog in 2021? There is a place for analog still in 2021. If you race, there is still a definite need for analog. If you fly micros, they fly the best on analog because of the weight. I had this discussion at the field the other day with all the guys I fly with. They said, hey, what do you think of the DJI goggles? I told them, like, flat out, if you said you can only have one, I'm taking the DJI goggles. Like, no hesitation, no reservations. That's what I'm going to take because they can do both. You can do analog and digital on the DJI goggles. You can't do analog and digital on anything else. You could do bite, shark, fart, fast, whatever the heck that is. I've got the system, I just haven't used it yet. And that looks decent. It's definitely not, you can't compare DJI and the shark bite, shark, fart, whatever it is system together. They're just not, they're not comparable at all. Two completely different intended purposes. DJI doesn't play well with people that are flying analog. If you're flying with people that are analog, as soon as they have video issues and you're on DJI, it's your fault. Whether it is or isn't, it's you. So, I don't know. If you're flying with a bunch of DJI people, that's awesome. You can just stand next to each other. The automatic channel assignment is great. But the V2 DJI goggles were a serious letdown, guys. We were all hoping for some way to make it play nice with analog, and we were all hoping for OLED screens, and none of us got it. We got like a DJI V1.2 is really what it should have been branded as, just a refresh. But if you can only afford one, DJI is the way to go. But analog certainly still has its place until the air units get down to the weight and the price of normal analog gear. There's always a place for it. It's the cheapest way to go for sure, is analog. Hope that answered your question. A little bit of rambling in there. Mike Bergman building up my 250. Man, I love the 250. Heard they're Tommy's designing 4-inch arms. Kind of a groundswell from Aaron Ciotti and his community, and I agree. I think a 4-inch arm 250 would be a great idea, even though like all his videos were poking fun at people that wanted a 4-inch. But hey, man, if people are gonna pay for it, do it. Yeah, Brandon Bentley, thank you so much for the kind words. Brandon Bentley, hugely helpful over on the Discord. He's really getting into the ExpressLRS. I just finally got ExpressLRS into one of my quads. I've home rolled or hand rolled my own 2.4 gigahertz transmitter right here. This is the slim version. The nice thing about this design is it'll fit in this size case and it'll fit in this size case. Actually, I got it right up in there. Look at that. That's the PCB for it. It's the same one that's inside this case as well. I did a quick little test of it yesterday. If anybody's seen my long range testing videos, yes, I do ground-based tests. I know it's a shitty way to do it, but where do I fly? I don't fly a mile in the air away from me. I fly like from ground to about maybe 15 feet is how I fly. I mostly race, and the little bit of acro I do, it's usually pretty proximity close to the ground, as most people do when they fly acro. So I feel like the testing I do, yes, it's not perfect, but I'm doing the testing the same with all the receivers, so at least there's some sort of consistency there. Here is my my ghetto ass setup for ground testing. This, stuck it on a selfie stick. Insta 360 Go 2. And on a one wheel, because I just need to get out and go do something. I love riding the one wheel. It clears my head, you know. It's relaxing, and then you think that it's trying to kill you all the time. So it's a mixed bag. I love riding the one wheel, and I love drones. Trying to put the two together. But anyways, I did a test at 500 hertz and 10 milliwatts, absurdly low power output, 50 yards. I know that doesn't sound very good, but that is a very low power output. That's basically like range test almost. So I have it in a quad finally. It's in a 533 Tiny Trainer. I was flying a little bit yesterday. Really impressed with it so far. So still more testing to be done. Yeah, Mike Bergman, shark bite. Well, see, that's the problem. I had the bite frost, and now I have the shark bite. And I'm terrible with names. Andy Taylor, how are you doing today? It's a Tiny Tanks 350 milliwatts. Perfect. My go-to VTX has always been the Eachine Nano. Super small, super cheap, and works great. Yes, it says Eachine. Don't worry about that part. It's okay. Sergio, yeah, bro, the shape of the DJI goggles, the design itself is not pretty. Yeah, I absolutely hate the fit of the DJI goggles. They fit like garbage. But it can be adapted to fit. Unfortunately, you have to do it. If the Fat Shark HDOs fit you very well, the DJI probably won't. Also, if the DJI HDOs fit you, the HDO2s probably won't either. That was my case. The HDOs fit like a glove. The HDO2s fit like smashed. They were terrible. Yeah, Brendan Bentley, I built the slim ExpressLRS transmitter. Super easy build. Let's go to... Hey, there we go. Yeah, really simple build. Not a lot of pieces to it. Case, this one is SLS printed. Don't worry about that. One voltage regulator, one PCB, one ESP32 module, one of these E28 modules. That's the thing that actually does all the talkie-talkie. One capacitor, an SMA antenna, one teeny tiny little resistor. Put that right there so I don't lose it. And an antenna. That's all you need to do this. Just getting the parts is kind of a pain in the butt because they're all coming from, you know, the usual scumbags. And the soldering's pretty easy. You don't need to do hot air reflowing, although it does work out really well for the capacitor and the resistor. The rest of this, I'm just doing it 850 dungarees, traditional soldering iron. That's it. The biggest problem I've had with this is flashing the initial bootloader for ExpressLRS. There's breakout pads here to hook up a FTDI adapter to do the flashing, but I could not get it to work. I kept burning up these ESP32 chips, which is fortunate because these are cheap. These aren't. These are easy to get a hold of. These aren't. But this little dev board has worked out really well. You just kind of snap it in there, hook it to the computer, flash it up. Bob's your uncle. Really easy. And then the only really difficult part about building this thing is if you look on this E28 module, there is a little itty bitty 0 ohm resistor. And folks, what 0 ohms mean? Just a direct connection that you have to take off of this pad, these two pads, and move to the left two pads. Basically, there's a built-in antenna right here that when these two are connected, it's on this little PCB-based antenna. And if you switch it to the left two, it then bridges the connection to the SMA connector. So works out really well. You just kind of stick a piece of wire in there, solder it in, get rid of that resistor, and then clip it off so it doesn't make the connection. That's the easiest way. Or you can just bridge all the pads and then just take a knife and cut that trace there. Yeah. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. But that is probably the most difficult part of the entire build process. Yeah, Mike Bergman for the DJI goggles. What I used is the memory foam type foam pad, and I'm not too concerned about the fact that it doesn't fit tight around my nose because, I mean, it's actually kind of convenient because I can kind of like look down at my nose and kind of see my radio if I need to look at it real quick. It seals up pretty nice around my forehead and my temples, which is really all I really care about. But I find myself, when I'm flying DJI, looking almost like up at the screen. So I shrink the screen down and I move it down in my field of view. Because I notice when I fly DJI, I kind of do this because I think my eyes are looking up. So I end up, like, by the time I fly by myself, I'm like doing one of these things. So I think I need to, it would be nice if I could get it, to get the goggles like tilted down so I'm looking more directly in the screens. I don't know. Yes, the fit is garbage on them, but it's worth dealing with, I think. At least in my opinion, it is. Let's see. Did you put the receiver close to the tiny trainer? That's where I ended. Yep, that's where I put it. Let me grab it real quick. Not that it helps, but you can't see it. The tiny on the tiny trainer frame, the receiver is right there. It's very hard to see, but it's, I'm using the EP2. It's the ceramic antenna with Wi-Fi built into it. If any of you guys want to try the ExpressLRS stuff, it's a fun project. I recommend you do it. And even if you do buy the over-the-counter stuff, there are a few things you need to get. You have got to get yourself an FTDI adapter. Every single receiver I have flashed up has borked itself in one way, shape, or form, and the only way to recover it is with one of these guys. Got to get one of these. This is like ExpressLRS and this FTDI adapter go hand in hand. You've got to have one of these because it's the only way you're going to bail yourself out, because they're dumb. They'll let you flash the wrong firmware to it. They'll drop out halfway through flashing, and you'll be left like it looks like it's bound, but it's not bound. And the only way to clear it is to hook this thing up, bridge the boot pads on it, and start over. Gotta have the two. Speedy Turtle, how you doing, my friend? Speedy Turtle over on Patreon and Discord. Check him out. He's got a pretty cool channel over there. shark bite entered my veins. Oh wait, that's not going to help. Brandon Bentley, big fat DJI goggle foam. They sold for Western markets is a big fat joke. You want narrow faceplate. Here, have super narrow face. Yeah. I like what SkyZone did. They sell their goggles and they come with two face plates. It's not an insensitive thing. Other regions of the world, their faces are shaped different. They give you the option, one faceplate versus the other, and it worked. The SkyZones fit really well. The other faceplate that came with it fit like it was trying to be attached to the side of a wall. Didn't like it. It's trying to reverse birth yourself. Mike Bergman, HDO2s fit me perfectly. I couldn't get my DJI internals into my HDO case. I'd be a happy man. Yeah, that would be ideal. Speedy Turtle, can you get? I have to use the stock DJI. Wearing glasses is the only way. Can you get your glasses under the DJI goggles? I don't wear glasses, so I'm not exactly sure if they fit or not. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Brandon Bentley, is I want to try to whittle the foam down. I've tried, I think, 4 different types of foam faceplates, including the stock one, and none of them fit well. The one that fit really well was it was like UAV. It was like it's like a quilted foam, but where it folded, it just bunched all the foam up around the nose, so I had to like cut the nose and pluck all the foam out to make that thin, and that fit pretty well. It wasn't very comfortable, but it fit. But I like the memory foam one. It's just, I'm just too lazy to do anything about it. I'm the kind of guy that gets a chair and just learns to sit in it and not make the chair fit me. That's just the way it is. We've got a Sneech. Welcome. How are you? Oh, you got diopters in yours, EDOC. Cool. Brandon Brantley says, stay off release candidate 1 through 3 of ExpressLRS if you have 900 megahertz. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, I think my range test was on release candidate 7 of the 2.4 gigahertz system. Mike Bergman just finished his tiny trainer. You know what? I've got a tiny trainer in a box. I still haven't started building. I've also got a 533 Switchback Pro to build. And really the big hang up I have right now with building a quad is what receiver protocol to use, because I have all of them and I don't know what to use. I've got Tracer in most of my racing rigs right now. I got Crossfire in my acro quads, which I'll probably just keep using Crossfire for that stuff. I don't want to change them all up. I've got a bunch of 2.4 ELRS stuff. I don't know. I don't want to be switching around back and forth. I like flying my Tango 2. Tango 2's having issues with the ExpressLRS system. I don't know. I got to figure out what to do with all that stuff. Ryan, new to FPV. Thanks for all the good info. Yeah, man. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you want to talk kind of on the side, hit up that Discord link at tweetfpv.com. Myself and a lot of very knowledgeable people over there. I don't charge for my Discord. I do have a Patreon members only section in there, but most of the talk and troubleshooting goes on in the general chat. But I'll post like little behind the scene things in the Patreon chat. You know, a little more personal stuff about myself and other things. Speedy Turtle, I can easily look down at my radio. Yeah. I'm going to have somebody print me wedges, and he said install them on each side, Velcro. I did the wedges in the beginning with the stock foam before anything else came out for the DJI goggles, and that worked okay. It seemed like a really shitty solution, but it was a solution. Aaron Stevens, can I switch my TX16S to 12 channel, or should I keep it at 8? Less channels, less latency. But you can do whatever you want. What protocol are you flying? If you're flying on D8 or D16, you're probably not going to notice the difference. Mike Bergman, did you get your 250 back in the air? Yes, I absolutely did. Here she is. I went with the T-motor motors. T-motor motors? Does it make sense? Oh. Stupid streamer. And let's see. There we go. Yeah, flies really well on the T-motors. I think Tommy's motors are definitely going to be more durable than the T-motors. Tommy's motors have a thicker shaft, bigger bearings. The crash that took this thing out, I don't think anything would have survived. So I'm not saying Tommy's motors were bad. I'm just saying, like, I just want to try something different. Well, I would have bought Tommy's motors again, but they weren't in stock. So take that for what it's worth. Brandon Bentley, you're on it right there. Speedy Turtle started flying X-Lite with Crossfire. I really enjoyed the X-Lite. I wish the X-Lite had bigger gimbals in it, but I love the form factor. But I do like the Tango 2 without all the little dingus arm switches. They got latching buttons and rockers. That's the way it should be. Someone needs to find a way to adapt existing radios to have that kind of buttons and switches and stuff. Not sure what a protocol is. I have Crossfire. Crossfire's protocol then. Yeah, going above 8-channel will add extra latency into Crossfire, which already has quite a bit of latency in it. Rob Logan, I got an R9 MMOTA FR-Sky Access micro receiver to put ExpressLRS on. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'd go for it. Although, I mean, I flew R9 for a very long time. I had next to no issues. The only issues I ever had was just firmware incompatibility. But you know, that's an issue with everything. The downside of the FR-Sky R9 stuff is they don't tell you like, hey, dummy, the firmware isn't going to work. Stop. Where a lot of the other systems will tell you like, hey, it's not working, or it's not going to work, or they'll automatically update the firmware to match. That was the big downside to the R9 stuff. The hardware was decent. Yeah, the back end needed to be fixed on the FR-Sky stuff, unfortunately. Archer M Plus and RS are incredible. They're very good receivers for what they are and what they cost. Also, from the ExpressLRS devs, they have developed a open source latency tester, which I built wherever the hell I put it. Where did you go? Got it. Right here. This is it's an ESP dev board. Unfortunately, I bought the wrong ESP board. I bought an ESP32, and it's supposed to be an ESP6 something. So I've actually spliced into the throttle channel on this radio. This is kind of my test radio. This is the one I do all the dumb shit to. But it measures packet length and round trip latency, and it does it automatically, like 500 packets, and it'll dump it into like a CSV file, and you can graph it and all that stuff. So I'm really excited about that, because I was doing this kind of stuff with an oscilloscope, and it is a complete pain in the ass to do it. Like, it takes forever on an oscilloscope. But I mean, I got some pretty cool looking traces from the oscilloscope. I'll probably show you guys one of those things. I never really went public with any of that stuff. I kind of put it out for the patrons. HIJKL. No, that's not what I call it. What do I call it? Receiver? ARCS testing. Here we go. So here's kind of what some of the traces look like off the oscilloscope. This is maddening to do. This took forever. I've got 7 traces. That probably took me 30 minutes to do these. And it's conclusive. I mean, it shows me exactly what I was looking for, but it was a pain in the butt. This is a much nicer system, except for you don't get the cool little wavy oscilloscope traces and things like that. But I know it was one of those projects I wanted to do and just never finished it. By the way, that was on Archer RS on race mode, version 2.1.6. I think they've changed it since then. Maybe, I'm not sure. But anyways, receivers and latency testing, it's always fascinating to me. Oh, we got some new patrons in the house. I'm gonna butcher your name, and I am very sorry. Ireznik Romanek. Sorry. And then Mike Burke, friend from back in the day, back in high school. We hung out a lot when our life took us different directions, and we keep coming back back together every once in a while. So happy to have you over on the Patreon, trying to get him addicted to the quad stuff as quickly and as deeply as possible. I think we're already there. He's already 3D printing his own frames and shit, so it's gonna be a dark, ugly road to go down. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, 2 new patrons. Let's see. Archer, M plus and RS. Okay, we already talked about that. Not Red Genius. Let's see. Yeah, you have to switch. So the race mode stuff, there's still there's an issue with the firmware and how it integrates with Betaflight that they're still working on. So yeah, Apollyon, like, yeah, too late. Yeah, for sure, definitely too late. A lot of people asking questions lately about binding their radios, both be it FrSky or Radio Masters, with XM Pluses. It's become a real hot topic in the last couple weeks, and it has to do with the ACCST 2.0 versus not 2.0 firmware. The devs at the Multi-Protocol project have a firmware for your internal module or your multi-protocol module that will allow you to bind ACCST 2.0 firmware devices. It's called the FrSky X2 protocol, but you got to make sure you update all your stuff. I have some videos that I put out last week or maybe next week. I don't know. There's a video coming out on it. But if you're having problems, head over to Discord. I'll send you the link to it early. I don't release it because I got to have a schedule because of the whole YouTube algorithm thing. But if you need it, I'll send it to you. No worries at all. Yeah, he's 3D printing his frames already. And we were kind of talking about it, trying to do a maybe like a Will It Fly type series. I haven't talked about it yet. It's just something kind of on the back burner. If you guys have ever seen the Fan Showdown from Major Hardware, he does like user submitted 3D printed designs for fans. And sees how they perform. Think about trying to do something like that with 3D printed frames, but with like a standard set of motors and hardware, just so I can take the same guts and move it from quad to quad to quad. It's going to be a lot of work and a lot of headache, but I think it'll make for some interesting content. So look for that coming probably in the next month or so. I got a lot of shit. I'm never gonna get this beat button right, guys, so if you're offended, I'm sorry. It's just the way it's gonna be. I got a lot of stuff going on with family and work in the next couple months, so I may be a little scarce as far as the whole YouTubey thing goes, but I'll always be there on Discord. So yeah. Got the 40-day streak achievement. That's awesome, man. 40-day streak. He's talking about on his one wheel. So he's ridden his one wheel every day for 40 days straight. That is just bonkers. I had about 11 days going, but then I had to go to North Carolina for work for basically 2 days for like 6 hours of training. It's ridiculous. So I couldn't keep going on it. Sorry, phone's ding-donging at me. Hit a new speed of 20. Rob Logan, but you're also, remember, you're on a smaller tire now after you changed it, so your speed is a little bit off as far as what the app is telling you. So keep that in mind. I have that short video, how to fix your annoying receivers. Yes, you do. That is a great one. Hey man, it's homie. I know I said your name wrong. I forgot how it's. Yeah. If you want to post that video up on here, I'll make you a mod. Go ahead and post that up. That is entertaining. Bob, how you doing? Doing really well. Hopefully you're getting a chance to fly. I got a feeling there's probably not a lot of flying going around this week, so everybody's kind of recovering from Rampage and all their broken shit. Yeah, Rob Logan, the tire is I think a ½ inch shorter, or shorter. So your speed output on your one wheel app is going to read a little bit higher than it should be. Michael Matthews, have to go soon. Battery's almost done charging. Want to stop by and say hi? Yeah, Michael Matthews, if you haven't gotten in on the giveaway, make sure you click that link. If anybody needs it, there it is. We're gonna spin that sucker in about 15 minutes. Get somebody a brand new QAVS frame. Pretty cool little frame. Definitely kind of like a long-rangey type setup. Also, I have an affiliate link to Race Day Quads. If you want to purchase anything, click that link. That'll help me out a ton. I'm so glad to have like US-based retailers with affiliate links now. I mean, Banggood is awesome. Banggood has always been a really good company for me. I know people have issues with their customer service and the products they offer, and I get it. You know, it's the super Walmart of quad parts. You can buy tires, underwear, and quads all in the same shopping trip. It's weird. Banggood is always a good place to show what I'm talking about because it's accessible for darn near everybody across the world. And then from there, you can go and buy it wherever you want. I don't really care. But I definitely prefer to drive traffic to local companies in the U.S. because that's where I'm at. Tony, I'm going to show that. Don't copyright strike me, please. Oh, that was... Why did that not do what I wanted to do? Copy. Paste. Do your thing. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. And going back to the whole like receiver protocol testing thing, a good guy, one of the guys I fly with, he had a bunch of rigs at the last race, a couple of them on the Ghost Hybrids and a couple on the Addos, and he was having weird fail-safes with the hybrids, and he's still having fail-safes with them, and really can't trace it down to why. It's almost sounding like there might be an issue with either the firmware or the hardware on those things. It's too early to tell, and I think he's kind of working with Immersion RC to kind of figure out what's going on. All the other receivers were fine, but it's just the ones with his hybrid boards he's having issues with. So, I don't know. Sorry, trying to read something. Oh man, let's see. Go for it. Yeah, homie, that link didn't work. Sorry. Actually, I think he posted it in. Oh, never mind. I got it. You posted it in Discord. I'll mute that. All right, here's how he deals with old, crappy receivers. It's satisfying to watch this. Die D8 die. Oh, I love it. Michael Matthews, cool man. Well, good luck. I have a visitor. Hang on one second, guys. Somebody brought me a snack before they leave. What is this? This is naan bread and hummus. Sweet little kid. I'm out of space. Oh, man. Yeah, she's out of school now. Last Friday was her last day at school. And moving her up to Chicago for the next 2 years. So it should be interesting. Dallas is testing his luck with an HGLRC AIO board. Good luck. HGLRC have always been, they were the first to do like high amperage 20 by 20 boards. They're really pushing the envelope with stuff. They're the first ones, I think, to do like the complete AIO, like flight controller, ESC, VTX, like the Zeus boards, like back in the day. They're really pushing the envelope, and they got a reputation for being garbage. I think it's because they're doing things that nobody else was doing early, which, yeah, it's kind of annoying when people say, well, HLRC is garbage. I'm like, well, look what they're doing. No one else is doing that. And, you know, you fly too close to the sun and you, something, right? I haven't used HGLRC in quite a few years. I used their AIO 1S board in that 4-inch LR, or the 3-inch flying 18650 quad. Not a big fan of that board. The silk screening on it was just wafer thin, just super thin. It burned off really quick. Like, you gotta be careful building with that stuff. Sun Bunny, thanks. Yeah, Michael Matthews, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Really appreciate it. Big Sin, been doing really well. Super busy with work and family. It's starting to get hot here. The weather's been like pretty mild right up until now, and it's usually just hotter than, you know, here. I run an AIO on my Hyperbole. It's Zeus from back in the day. The board retails for $70, so I hope it works. I could have gone with JHMCU, but already had this old board. Yeah, you know, I mean, what's worse gonna happen? Actually, there's a lot that could go wrong. I did buy a JHEMCU board to replace the one that. Oh wait, all right, we gotta talk about this. Emax Babyhawk 2 HD. This thing is bonkers awesome. I love this thing. The flight controller in it is absolute hot garbage. If you buy this, buy a different flight controller because you're probably gonna need it. Every person I've talked to that has one of these things, including myself, has had the flight controller die on it. And we know Emacs and their reputation for dying flight controllers is pretty well known. I definitely don't replace it with the stock one. So I replaced it with a JH EMCU and tried doing a lot of black box tuning on it. The JH EMCU AIO is pretty darn noisy. I don't think it's a great AIO. The price point is really good, which usually leads me to believe that it's not good. It may just be the one I have. That's a sample size of one. It was pretty noisy. But I did get a replacement from Emacs sent to me pretty quickly. I mean, as soon as I made contact with them, they wanted, the videos and the pictures and the proof of purchase and all that bullshit. The retailer I bought it through was just like, nope, go deal with those guys. We're not dealing with it. Nope, go over there. Which really was really freaking annoying. I makes me wonder why I bother buying it from a local retailer when they're just going to say, yeah, go get fucked. Yeah, I'm going to swear. Sorry, I'm angry about this. And I'm really angry at that retailer for a lot of reasons right now. More than just their crap customer support, because that's two things now that they've stiffed me on, where they're not going to take care of it. And then there's some other stuff going on in the background that's really got me angry. Yeah. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, fun flying quad. Really like it. But I don't think the JH EMCU is all that great of a flying it. You'll probably not notice a difference. It'll probably fly just fine. Stay away from the F405s. I think those are probably going to die off soon, just like the F3s died a year or so ago. F405 is on its way out. There is just not enough oomph left on those things. And this one was noisy. I don't think you'd ever notice it while you're flying it, but if you're trying to tune it, you'll be chasing your tail. At least with the one I had. It may just be the one I had, but the results may vary. Rob Logan, yeah, I wish the app could modify. Have you tried the One Wheel Community app? It's OWCE. Wait, what's it called? Hang on. OWCE, this guy. So yeah, it's the One Wheel Community app. It's like a open source app for One Wheel. It's kind of a pain in the butt to use, but it's really cool. You can see individual cell voltages. You can see your amp draw and regen amperage. There's just a lot more information in there. Check it out if you feel like it. Yeah, I mean, just flying it seems fine, but there's a lot of noise in the PID loop. Mike Bergwin. Yeah, Dauntless need to replace. Yeah. He's been having some issues with race day quads and their customer service. Let's see. Back to the chat. Does it rhyme with Schmidt FPV? No, it does not. Nope, it does not. Does not rhyme with Schmidt FPV. I'm about to call it Schmidt FPV though. Nope, it doesn't have the word FPV in its name whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know what's up with race day quads. I've always had really good customer service with them. Yeah, that's really weird. Call them out? No, not yet. They owe me a no, because it's a business dealing with my Tweet FPV grips. So I'm not going to burn that bridge yet. Getting very close. Very, very close. and I know I'll lose. No, there's no upside to me burning this company on the interwebs. I'm just trying to keep the feelings down. Like, if I just go completely off of emotion, I would be mother them to high hell right now, and I just can't do that. Yeah, unfortunately. Anywho, on a brighter note, you guys have got to check out these little hardware kits from Flywoo. One of the FPV sub 250 crates I got had like an M2 hardware assortment and an M3 hardware assortment. They were really good. Flywoo has the same hardware assortment. Well, not the same, but they have put together a M2 and M3 hardware assortment, and these things are really good looking on paper. I haven't opened it yet. Let's see what they look like. Oh my god, struggle bus. Come on. Open. Let's see. This is going to be... Switch cameras here. I'll put this stuff away so I don't lose it. By the way, I do plan on giving away one of these setups one of these days. I don't know when. So here's one of the kits. I'm worried about opening upside down. No, actually, it doesn't matter. Oh, son of a bitch. Motherfucker. Fuck my life. Anywho, that's gonna be up. Ugh. It was the M2 stuff as well. Okay, so after you get them and spend the next 3 hours sorting through all the stuff. I should have known that's how it was going to be. I hope you're all entertained. I just opened this thing. Can't have anything nice. Well, that's because this one's broken. Damn it. Damn it, Jim. Well, there's a little piece that's supposed to hold that thing shut. Alright, Flywoo. Anyways, it's a nice, neat little container with a bunch of M2 hardware in it that is obviously a big, complete freaking mess right now. But really nice little assortment, provided the case doesn't come to you broken as shit. Some caps, a bunch of nylon standoffs, M2 nylock nuts, spacers, a bunch of XT30s, press nuts, little rubber O-rings. Like, this is all the little crap that you need while you're building that you just kind of never really have. And then on this side, there's just an assortment of screws, which are obviously all mixed up right now. Check out the links I just posted. These are a really good kit. I provided they're not broken. It's always something, you know. Well, I hope you guys got a laugh out of that because I'm crying inside. Jesus. Give that one away. So there's a little plastic catch on that lid that is snapped off that's making it so it won't catch. So that box is broken. I have another kit. Does it have capacitors? Yes, it does. let's see how, let's see if this one's all messed up. Alright, that one's broke as shit. I do have an extra box, which, I do plan on doing a giveaway for this. Should I give this away? What do you guys think? Pretty neat little case. Yeah, this little lip right here, that's busted off that other one, so it won't actually like latch. Neat little container. Really like that. Provided it's not busted. All right, guys, take your bets. Is this one gonna be all effed up? What do you think? Here we go. Wait, I think the hardware's gonna be on this side, so you know what, screw it. All right, and hey, this one's not all messed up. All right, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Really oily. All these screws, they come coated in oil so they don't rust because they are just steel screws. There's nothing special. So a assortment of M3, both sock head and cap head screws. If you don't know the difference, this is a sock head. And this is a button head, I think is what most people call this, either a sock or a cap screw, I believe. And then that's a button head. So different applications. XT60s, both. Oh, see, these are all that side. And then on the other side of the case, this is the M3 kit again. Capacitors, 470 microfarad and 220. That's a 25 volt and a 35 volt. M3 style rubber gummies, little nylon spacers, rubber O-rings, nylon nuts, press nuts. Look at this. Come on. Prop nuts. And then even bigger rubber spacers, little gummies. Really nice little kits. If you guys are kind of finding yourself scrambling for hardware, you know, this isn't the end-all be-all, but it's going to be enough to, I mean, there's enough in here to build whatever it is you're building. And eventually you're going to run out of one or two pieces in there, and that, you know that those are the things you use the most, and buy more and replace them. That's disappointing. I'm sure Flywheel will replace it, no problem. Or they'll offer me like 30 cents off of it because it's only 30 cents of it. That's, no, Flywheel's a good company. All right, sorry, I haven't been watching the chat. Ooh, I'm way behind in the chat. Rob Logan, yeah, DM me over on Discord. I'll send you the link to the One Wheel Community app. You gotta sideload it. It's not in the Play Store. That's why you can't find it. Going through the chat, guys. Hang on a second. Let's see. Brandon Bell, the next giveaway is this assortment of this broken box of M2 hardware. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a surprise box. JFV, how you doing, man? How you doing? Rob Logan, time for the giveaway. Yes, it is. It is time to give away the FPV crate from April for the QAV-S Mini. Let me just finish up with the All right, if you guys haven't gotten in on the giveaway, do it now. I'm gonna spin that thing and lock it down here in a minute. Get this guy closer. Only hardware is nickel back with Sharpies and scribbles. JFV, how you doing, man? Yeah, Diatone makes some really fancy hardware, like with all like the tapered edges and all that stuff. They're really nicely done. Fairly functional. Hey, chat. Hey, Fairly, how you doing? What is it? What is it to get in? Oh, nothing. That's my freebie monthly giveaway for the sub 250 crate. I buy two. I keep one. I give one to you. Eventually, I'll build the whole quad up, and most likely I'll just end up giving it away as well. Granted, I never did it with the last one. I got a lot of crap to give away. And, like, doing this once a week thing is it's not fast enough. Entered. All right. So the latest thing that Banggood sent me, and I think I'm about done with Banggood as far as like doing product reviews for them. I don't know. They're just, my sales are down because I don't know. I think the industry's down a little bit, and people are buying locally. By locally, I mean in the U.S. than they are on Banggood. So they're getting a little more stingy about what they're sending me. They sent me this to review. It's basically a big portable power supply. What is this thing? 155 watt hours. It's got an AC converter on it, all the quick charge and whatnot. And I think it's gonna be kind of good for charging at the field, since our flight field doesn't have power anymore since the last hurricane. I did a little bit of testing with it, and I managed to charge about, I think, eight 6S batteries from like a storage charge to full charge. But that was using the AC converter, so I was converting from DC to AC back to DC. And I know there's probably a better way to do that. I'm trying to use the DC output on it. It works really well with my DC only chargers, but both of my my AC to DC chargers, the Hobby Mates, as soon as you plug it in, it errors out. I think there's just too much current draw when you plug it in. It goes, whoa, stop, and it freaks out. So that's not working very well. Cyber Deck Cafe, Sunday morning infomercial. What are you selling? I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling anything. I mean, I do sell stuff, but I'm not really pushing anything right now. Let's see. Let's see. Need 20 by stack if you want to be nice for a schizo building. I don't have any extra 20 by 20 stacks. I got some 30 by 30s though. I don't do 30 by 30 anymore. You know, I listen to a lot of the talking YouTubers like complain about 20 by 20 ESCs, but look at every race frame coming out. They're all 20 by 20 only. I have never had really any major issues with running 20 by 20 AIO or 4-in-1 ESCs. So I think it's fairly safe to say that 20 by 20 ESCs are good to go. Well, I think whatever is going to kill a 20 by 20 would kill a 30 by 30. You know? It starts. How you doing? Yep, shows up just in time. Cyberdeck Cafe. That's all right. Yeah, we're just joking around. But Cyberdeck Cafe, if you want to go get some Ruby Moon coffee, hit up my friends, Ruby Moon Coffee. It's awesome coffee, by the way. He roasts it small batches locally here. This guy I work with, I get it fresh from him. I don't always drink his coffee, but when I want a really good cup of coffee, that's the one I like. You know, the maintenance coffee where you just got like pound a pot every day. It's not going to be this stuff. It's going to be Folgers or some crap I got from Costco. But when you want to sit down and really enjoy a cup of coffee, anywho. Yep, Mike Bergman. I think JB is certainly stuck in the past a little bit as far as it goes. But if you've been keeping up with him, he built a 533 switchback, which is Switchback Pro, which is 20 by 20 only. The issues I have with 20 by 20 ESCs is the stupid mounting hardware. You like the product listings, you don't always know if it's M2 or M3. I hate M2 hardware. Unfortunately, I'm being forced to use it with all these smaller builds. But yeah. Handcrafted, artisan made. Yeah. It's actually really good coffee. If you haven't, well, I'm sure you haven't, but it's really good coffee. All right, guys. So if you haven't gotten in on the Sub 250 crate giveaway, I'm going to throw this away because I'm going to play with it if I don't. All right, if you haven't gotten in on this is a giveaway for April's Sub 250 FPV crate, make sure you hit that link right now. So I'm about to close that thing down and, you know, give this video a thumbs up, like, whatever, all that fun YouTube crap. tweetfpv.com. I hate kind of trying to sell myself, but anywho. All right, guys, I'm going to lock this down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and whoop, don't want to show that. All right, I'm going to lock it down. 55 entries, 56 entries. I'll give you one more minute. All right, and it's going down right now. All right, folks, thank you everybody who entered. Let's grab all these names. And I know some of you are entering more than once with different email addresses. I know it. I know who you are, and I know you're doing it. I don't give a shit. All right. The old wheelio of Namos. Oh, look at that. That is a ton of people. All right, guys. Somebody give me a number between 10 and 50. First one on the board gets to pick how long we're going to spin for. I hope you guys enjoy these giveaways. I enjoy doing them. By the way, you got to cover shipping. I think I said that in the thing. Nice fall colors, yeah. Yes, nice. 69. Oh, I can't go there. Sorry. 11. Andy Taylor. 11. All right, guys. Thank you all for entering. This is again for the Sub 250 crate. I give away one every month. Hopefully you guys like it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and good luck. And it's start. Oh wait, no. Michael E. Machad? I'm sure it's wrong, but who really cares? Michael, I have your email address. I will hit you up. If for some reason they don't want it or they don't want to pay for shipping, I'll just randomly select one of my patrons and give it to them because why not, right? But anyways, congratulations. Sun Bunny, that's you. I don't know about that. Sub Bunny. Why do I keep calling you Sun Bunny? Sub Bunny, that's you. Of course it is. It might be. I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to tell who's who between like the online name and then the email and then the other name and the blah blah blah. Oh shit, it is you. Congratulations, Sub Bunny, that is you. I'm just going through the list there. Congratulations, everybody. Round of applause. Anyways, email me, tweetfb.com, and we'll discuss shipping arrangements and whatnot. But yeah, congratulations. Let's move on to the next thing. So the next one, next thing we're gonna talk about is next week's giveaway is for the 4-inch long range. That's gonna be this guy. If you want to get on that, go to Patreon, sign up over there. It's open to everybody, but they get early access to the entry form. Everybody else, sub $5 tier will get the link live and for them when I start the live stream that day. So a little bit of incentive. And if you want to support me, that's the way to do it. Especially if some guys enter from multiple emails. Oh, I know they're doing it. It's pretty easy to figure it out. Excuse to buy more quad parts. Yeah. Oh, and if you want to get yourself a sub 250 crate, there's an affiliate link at tweetfu.com. Go ahead and hit that. That gives me a little bit of kickback. All the affiliate links, they all really they help out. Like I said, everything I do here ends up pretty much coming right back to you in one way, shape, or form. So last month I gave away a completely built and tuned FPV Cycle Glide 5-inch with high value parts, not premium, but high value. And I plan on doing the same thing next month. I need to know from you guys, do you want me to build it or do you want me to send you a box of parts? I don't know what I was going to do there. The hamster fell off the wheel. Speaking of hamsters, I have way too many hamsters and we're finally getting rid of some of them. Thank God. We, my sister bought my daughter 2 gerbils for Christmas last year. One died. My wife went to the pet store, said, I need another boy gerbil. The guy says, yeah, man, that one there's a boy. It was not. So we had a shitload of gerbils. And then we had another load of gerbils. But luckily, Mama went bonkers and decided to eat the babies. So we need to... we're finally getting to the point where we're finding new homes for them. So I've got 4 habitats of gerbils. It's insane. Box of parts always. Duh, build it. You know what? Let me do a poll. Where is that? All right, straw poll. Create a poll. Let's see. Let's go over here. Let me show you guys what I'm doing. All right. So build it, box of parts, and of course, donut. Can't spell donut. There you go, donut. Create poll. And share. Copy. There we go. There you go. Let me know what you guys want. I'm probably gonna do whatever I want anyways, but let me know. So the downside to sending you a box of parts is if one of the parts is shit, I don't really have any way of helping you out. If I build it and the box of parts and something is defective, I'm the original purchaser and it's way easier for me to replace it. So keep that in mind. But I love building quads, I'll be quite honest. Oh, Robert, man, I'm sorry, dude. No pressure whatsoever. I haven't been through that in my life, and I couldn't imagine. Sorry, man. Sub Bunny, yeah, I love building as much as flying, based on the piles of quads I have. But I've been doing this for quite a while now, and I'm starting to figure out what it is I like and what I don't like. Like I would show up at a race with like 5 quads, all completely different, and I would fly like 2 of them, and it was always the same 2. I'm finding out what pieces that I like and in what styles I like, and I'm really whittling down my fleet of quads I got there. Yeah, so anyways, let's see. here's what I'm gonna do. Because this is a special day. It's not a special day. I want to think it's a special day. It's nice out, and I'm in a good mood. I'm going to give away a 2.4 gigahertz ExpressLRS transmitter. Super chat giveaway. All right, guys? So, and I don't want to do this, but I'll also send an EP. I'll send a receiver with it as well. It'll be one of those ceramic antenna receivers. This kit will do either the micro module bay or the mini JR bay, whatever the hell they call this, and then it'll also do the big one. Just let me know which one you want. The winner will have one of two choices. One, I'll build it for you, or two, I'll send it to you in pieces and you can build it yourself. I will flash the ESP32 module because that is the biggest pain. I've had a lot of issues with it, and I don't want you to have to deal with that. So, $5 super chat. And I will give away one complete 2.4 gigahertz ExpressLRS setup. Yeah. $5 super chat, get you on the wheel. Let me know if you guys want to do it. And we'll do that. I'm very excited for ExpressLRS. I think it's probably going to be the, will it work in a Tango 2 with the module bay? Yes, it will. I think Tango 2 has some weird issues. So this isn't like plug it in and go. You're going to have to do some updating to your radio, use some nightlies. There's tons of documentation on how to do it. There's Discord groups on all this stuff. It's fairly easy. The hardest part really is just flashing the module initially. After that, this thing flashes over Wi-Fi. Like when you want to upload new firmware to it, you go to the Lua script, you say update, you see a Wi-Fi network show up, you click on that one, you log in, you hit the ExpressLRS updater, it goes and dumps it onto the board. Super cool. Same thing with the receivers. The receivers update over Wi-Fi as well. You plug them in, you don't connect your radio to it, you wait like 20 seconds, and then they start broadcasting a SSID. You connect to that, you dump the firmware to it, and you're good to go. Ultra low latency, ultra consistent, and well, it's a big FU to TBS, Immersion RC, and FR Sky, and all those other companies that are just copying each other and doing all that crap. This is going to disrupt. This is disrupting the industry because it is better and cheaper than everything else out there, at least so it seems. All right, so I got a couple people on the wheel. Robbie for 5 something or others. I don't know what those are. I'm not too worried about the conversion rate. Well, we'll just call it fair. Oh, by the way, you got to pay shipping. Sorry if I forgot to mention that. So we got Robbie and we got William McEwen. William McEwen, he won the 5-inch Glide giveaway last month. Super excited. His wife thought he was a lunatic, jumping around, screaming and hollering. He had a tadpole that he sent me that he was having a lot of issues with the Flywoo 16x16 Goku flight controller. A lot of issues with OSD. 3 flight controllers it took to get this corrected. I sent it to me and I started messing with it. Went through one of the flight controllers that had issues. I was having weird issues, changed firmware, tried different cameras, different VTXs, and it started working. Like, oh, cool. It must have just been some weird firmware setting. It was all good. Went to bed for the night, came back the next day, plugged it in, nothing. Black screen, no OSD. Really freaking weird. If I took the video wire off from the camera, OSD would pop up. Put it back on, it would go away. Tried a different camera, different VTX, didn't work. Tried piggybacking the OSD chip from the camera, still nothing. Oh, what the hell's going on? So eventually just slapped a new flight controller in there, the 3rd Goku, and everything's working now. Do not buy that 16x16 Goku flight controller. It is a complete piece of not because the hardware is bad, it's because the firmware is garbage. there are a lot, like when I really started digging into that board, there are a lot of issues with it. Like trying to do camera control, they don't have it mapped out in the firmware, not mapped out. So I got out the spec sheet for the F405 chip that's in there. Figured out the pins, did the pin assignment. The firmware says, nope, you can't use that pin. Why? So there's a pad on there that's camera control that just doesn't work. I don't know. I can't recommend that Goku. I had it in my Flywheel Explorer. I'm not impressed. I thought it had a lot of issues. So again, this is a sample size of 3. So not just 1, 3, 4, 5, actually 5 between the stuff I have and stuff he had. But got it all together, flies real good, put a little mild tune on it, send it back to you. If you have a problem quad and you need some help and are at your wits' ends with it, DM me over on Discord, tweetfb@gmail.com if you want to get a hold of me. We can work something out. I didn't record anything for content because this week was just a stupid busy week studying for some tests at work. So I didn't turn the camera on. I really should have. You know, Dauntless, I thought it was the NTSC Pal Dance. It was not. It was not that. It was a complete hardware issue. It's really weird. All right, I gotta do some maintenance over here. So, Chet Mack. Welcome. Haven't seen that name before? Let's get you on the wheel there, buddy. Josh Feltz. That's a familiar name. Let's get you on the wheel for 1. By the way, I will shuffle all these, so it starts. Congratulations, you won. Actually, it's been a while. It's been a while since you've won. It starts has a pretty good streak of winning. Yeah, William again can't confirm. Don't buy this flight controller. Yeah, I thought it was the Dauntless. I thought it was the NTSC PAL thing. It certainly was not. I tried different cameras, different VTXs, different settings, everything possible. Nothing. Eric Allen, welcome to the live stream, my friend. How you doing? The camera control pad's a placebo. Yeah, it's there to make you feel good. Sub Bunny, get you on the wheel for 1 here. Fairly functional. On the board. Edward Ashley, sure, why not? Hey man, that's the way to go about life. Fuck it, right? I've been staring at this stuff like I want to eat this, but I know it's rude and I shouldn't do it. But I want to. Ooh, put lime in there. I don't run Eliza, the OSD. Did you stroke out there? Oh man. Yeah, William McEwen thought he was just doing something to destroy these boards, but nope, I can confirm there's something wrong with 2 of the 3 that you sent me. Yeah, the only solution for Flywoo crap is a way to take care of D8 receivers. Oh yeah, Flywoo crap. Flywoo. WTF. No, this is probably, yeah, I'm not blaming Flywoo. Shit happens. Market 0. Only way to get parts these days. Yep. These parts are not all that easy to get a hold of. They got to come from the usual scumbags over in Guangzhou, on the Evergreen, through the Suez Canal. Yeah. Eric Allen, hey Dan, I'm okay. Driving home from spending the weekend with Grandma 400 miles away. Unfortunately, this might be the last time. Dude, I know what you mean. Every time I go back home, I intentionally make sure I go see Grandma. She is 95. She's still doing pretty good. She's been living on her own for the last like 15 years. Still lives in her own house. Still drives to church, Walmart. That scares the hell out of me thinking about it. But yeah, every time I go there, I'm like, oh, fuck, is this gonna be the last time? But, hey man, it's gotta happen to us all at some point. Andy Taylor, text to talk. I'm building, no stroke. Smash it with the hammer. Athex, have you fixed the 250 yet? Yeah, I have. I ended up replacing the motors with the T-Motor F 2004s. Very good motor. Very happy with them. I don't see any performance difference between those and Tommy's motors, but I know Tommy's motors are lighter and will probably last longer because thicker shaft, bigger bearings. He just didn't have any in stock, otherwise I would have used them. But good little setup there. Also, if anybody building a 250 out there, take that titanium hardware, throw it right in the trash, because it is, or the aluminum hardware, throw it away. Steel hardware doesn't weigh that much more, and the aluminum is just hot garbage. You can't possibly tighten the frame down to be together with that stupid aluminum hardware. The heads just strip out on it. Speaking of stripped out heads, that's a weird segue. I've been talking about Wera screwdrivers forever. These things are fan-freaking-tastic. Love the handles, good grip, or good bits. But I finally bought the Paragon of hobby screwdrivers. Focus, you fack. MIP. These are the best. Hands down the best. The handles suck. I don't like this handle. Like, if you could take this blade and put this grip on there, this would be awesome. But if you're in the market for some hardware or for some new screwdrivers, get a set of MIP. You will not be disappointed. These things are awesome. Very well ground, very sharp, very well built. Kind of expensive. But if you're not going to buy the MIP, definitely get the Wera. Do not buy the garbage that JB's hawking over on his know-it-all site. Those things were hot garbage and rounded out every screw I've ever used them on. Literally, I have them just sitting there on the 3D printer in case I have to tighten down a screw on that thing. But I don't trust them on anything that I don't want to get screwed up. JFEV will get you on the wheel. I know I say $5, $4.99, whatever. It's close enough. YouTube's going to take 30% anyways because they, well, that's okay. They give me this platform to do this and interact with you guys, which is a ton of fun. I strip out motor threads way too often. Yeah. Using FPV cycle 2204 red motors. Going to run 3S. 3S on us. Okay, yeah. I'm running 6S on mine. Yeah, are you stripping out the bases? No. The Wera are really good drivers. The MIP are just a little better. Yeah, Dauntless. He had the Ethics ones, which I thought were really nice. They seem nice. I like the handles on them. I like the. So these are the Ethics. They make a very, very good little quad repair kit. I like that the ass end comes off and you can fill it full of screws, which makes repairs kind of nice in the field because you got you got some hardware with you. The tips aren't the greatest on these. These are definitely kind of like a seldom used field screwdriver. Like, this shouldn't be your daily build screwdriver. I know you guys can't see that, and but yeah, they make a very good kind of field kit. I do like it. Definitely not a everyday use bit on this thing. Let's see. Do I got a link for those? Well, that'd be the good YouTuber thing if I did, right? Stand by. There you go, guys. There you go. Brandon Valley T-mount, make sure you turn the screw counterclockwise as you push down. The T-motor prop. Okay, here's something I found with the T-motors. Where the hell are they? There's two different size T-mounts on it. I had a hell of a time doing these things, and I thought I was stripping out. They're different dimensions. There's only one set of holes that will work with your standard T-mount props. Looking at it, it's very hard to tell, but they're spaced differently. Like I was riding the struggle bus trying to put props on. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah. If you're stripping out the motor mounts, you need to stop putting so much ass behind that screwdriver. Get some Vibratite and use that so you're not having to really torque them down. Yeah, this stuff is better than Loctite, and it's what you should be using for building your quads. How to get new arms at 250. 6 total just in case. Oh, you broke your arms. Oh. Sorry, going back to the chat, it did the scrolly thing. I wish it wouldn't do that. I really wish it wouldn't. I wish it would just stay where I had it, not just like automatically jump up. Athex, I made a Instant 360 Go mount for the 250. Is it for the 360 Go or the 360 Go 2? I made one for the 360 Go 2. Not as well, but version 2 for the 250. There we go. I didn't put on Thingiverse yet. I need to do that. Yeah, they are just rebrands, those Ethics ones. The titanium nitride coated 5mm. You talking about these ones? Because if you're talking about these ones are absolute garbage. These are garbage. I wouldn't give them to my worst enemy. Actually, I would. Oh, let's see. The mount will include the holes. Okay, cool. Got my Savage Bee in the air yesterday. First time acro, love it. Savage Bee, I've been hearing good things about Savage Bee. The only downside to the Savage Bees is just getting parts. Newbie Drone just has nothing in stock lately. I think they got a restock and sold out of everything like that. M2, very easy to strip. Yes, definitely don't go at it like you would at M3. Dauntless, I'm going to fly EOS 2.4 today. I got 3 receivers from House FPV along with his homebrew TX kit for it. Yeah, cool. Are you using the ones with the antennas or the ones with the SMD antennas? Robbie, gotta go eat dinner. Check back later. Robbie, we'll see you around. Yeah, the Vibratite is, so like when you get hardware that already has like what looks like Loctite on it, dried up, that's what this stuff is. It is, it's like tree sap. It doesn't like take like a permanent bond, but it does keep things from vibrating loose, which is what we're looking for. The Vibratite is better than Loctite. Definitely go with that stuff. And it will get you high as a muff. Yeah, it has some wicked, wicked fumes to it. Yeah, it is very potent stuff. Go one. Okay, cool. Mike Bergman knows what's up. That guy there? No, it doesn't have a name. I I guess the Terrorizer is scary to fly. No, it's not scary to fly. It's scary to be flown around it. Like when you're in the goggles flying it, it's just like, I'm flying any other quad. Then you see your shadow, and you're like, oh, shit. And then you start thinking about how much money's into it. And you're like, oh, shit. And then you fly past yourself, and you're like, oh, shit. Like, it's it's scary to fly past. It's got tons of LEDs on it. It's bright as hell. I don't fly it very often. I fly it when I'm trying to do like demos for like schools or like at the field or like public events, things like that. That's when I fly it. It's tuned terribly, flies like absolute garbage, but it's scary and it's big and people can see it. Like, I'm pretty sure if I tried doing a flip with it, it would just go blah, 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 and fall to the ground. It needs some serious tuning. See, sell place. So when I bought the Insta360 Go 2, I just bought the Square Trade insurance for it. They'll insure just damn near everything. It would be nice to do like a black tie protection from like Best Buy. EDOC, you're in Kanuckistan from what I recall. I don't know if Best Buy works the same way there, or if you even have Best Buy. Do you have Best Buy? Yeah, you gotta have Best Buy, right? Sorry. Smash them with Big Hammer. I just got some SMA to MMCX connectors for my newbie drone for my Rush. Yeah, cool. I'm flying the SMD antenna because it's on my 2-inch rig. Yep, awesome. I don't think you can do 500 milliwatts. I think 250 is the most you can do. That's not what I want. Yeah, something's weird with the ExpressLRS GitHub as well. Like all their links are broken. So, let's see, this is the 2.4 hardware. The DIY JR Bay, it says 27 dB, which is 500 milliwatts. But, so it says that here. My slims will only go up to 250, and it locks me out. I mean, you could set it higher, it just goes back to 250. But also, if you go to the supported hardware, so here's some mismatching information. The 2.4 gigahertz, now they're all saying 250. So what is it? I think it's 250. Plus, I put my immersion RC power meter on there, and the most I was getting out of it was 250. Regardless if I went above 250 or, well, yeah, if I went above 250, it's still 250-ish. Oh, is it? Unfortunately. Damn. Yeah, we're abusing the crap out of that Best Buy warranty here in the U.S. You can go out of the parking lot, smash it with a hammer, and bring it back. Say, oh, you win. You get a new one. House built this module. It's not the happy model. Yep. Looks like this. Yeah. I believe the most you're going to get is 250 out of it. I don't know. I don't know what that the E28 module is capable of. It's just those things I need to look into. All right, so spin this wheel here in a little bit. Let's spin that wheel at about how about 11? Shit, it's 11:50 already. How about noon? We'll spin that wheel. Make way for the Joshua's, the Bardwells. I need to find a spec sheet for that RF module. Data sheet. There we go. Data sheet. I was wondering what happens if you set it to 2 watts. It just goes down to whatever it'll support. Yep, that's exactly what it'll do. What? Where's the... I hit? PDF? Go. The frig. Oh, come on. Save guess. It's tough. Save. Alright. Let's see what this says. Oh, cool. It's a virus. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that module is capable of 500 milliwatts, 27 dB. So I don't know, must be something in the code base for it. So, all right. All right, so the Cycle 5, build it. Half you guys want me to build it. Some of you guys want me to do box of parts, and the rest of you are just doing the donut thing because why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? All right, that's 12 people. 12 volts. Is JB streaming today? Oh, I don't know. I assume he was. I would assume so because it's post-Rampage. There's plenty to talk about. The wheel is for a complete ExpressLRS 2.4 gigahertz transmitter and receiver set. Either for the full-size JR bay for one inside this guy, or for one inside of this little guy. And a receiver as well, one with the SMD antenna. So this is the stuff that everybody's looking for. $5 to get on the wheel. I have 11 people, I think. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 entries, let's say. So if you want to get on that $5 super chat, we'll get you on the wheel. And I'll give you the choice of either letting you build it or I'll build it. But either way, I'll flash the ESP32 for you. That way you don't have to dick with that, because that is kind of a pain in the butt. And yeah. Yeah, JFPV, hopefully. We'll see. We shall see. But I've got more parts to build, a few more. I think if I win, I want to build it. All right, man. All right. I have a bunch of parts coming in to build a few more. I'll probably try selling off a couple of them over on TweetFP. Well, no, over on my Discord. I need to create an e-commerce site. I need to get away from Etsy and all that stuff. I have my website's built through Google Pages, and I don't think you can do e-commerce through there. At least if you can, I haven't figured out how to do it. And if you guys looked at my webpage, you can tell that I don't know what I'm doing. Ricardo from Portugal, from Lisbon, awesome. Man, that's not anywhere near where I'm at. It's got to be what, dinner time, roughly? 1507 or 1508 motors needed for the schizo. Oh, Brandon Bentley, dude. Yeah, tater tots. Awesome. They're the best. Like why would you get French fries when you can get tater tots? It's like, yeah. Yeah, definitely tater tots are the best. You can eat those tater tots? Eat those tots? Mike Bergman on the wheel. Yeah. Yeah, that should be a poll. What do you like better, French fries or tater tots? Donut. Yep, that's my new. That's my next YouTube poll. I'll do it right now. Create a post. I can't spell today. Boom, done. That'll be it. Doesn't WordPress allow you to add e-commerce? I think WordPress does. I just really don't want to pay for it. I got the domain. I just don't. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I tried hosting a WordPress site from my NAS server here. It has Docker and all that stuff in there. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, I barely do. But yeah, you got like 3 feet of air time. Yeah, it was. You know, like everybody was like raving about that movie. How good it was. I watched it the first time, like, this is really fucking dumb. And then I watched it like 2 or 3 more times, like, it's pretty good. It's witty, yeah. Oh, damn it, Josh. Yeah, I forgot about waffle fries. Everybody forgets about waffle fries. Don't sleep on waffle fries. Waffle fries are pretty fucking good. I just like fried potato products. I'm basically shaped like a fried potato, and that's probably why I'm shaped this way. I love fried potatoes. Like I go to work and they're like, "What do you want?" Like, we got a galley at work, and I get a burger, a Beyond Meat burger, and then they got fries. She's like, "Fries or tater tots?" I'm like, "I don't care, as long as it's fried potatoes, just throw it on a plate. I'll eat it." Oh, nacho fries. Oh, shit, I'm getting hungry. Waffle fries in second place. Oh, that should. Oh, damn it. YouTube won't let me edit that thing. Ricardo, what goggle antennas would you recommend for analog? So what I recommend is, well, it depends on what module you're using. If you're using one of the ones that do the signal blending, and you're not doing long range, I do a long range axis with a 90 that gets the antenna up above my melon, because this is mostly water and brown stuff that attenuates the signal. So I do one long and then one stubby, 90 degrees to each other. If you're gonna do long range, do the one long and then do a high dB patch facing towards where you're flying. But that's yeah. Yeah, I'm hungry now. I've been staring at this delicious treat from my daughter. Look at that. I don't know if anybody's had naan bread. I love Indian food. It is probably my favorite. And they're not warm anymore, damn it. But I can't believe this Happy Model antenna is literally a cut down 915. Yeah, same thing. Why not? Potatoes are awesome. Seasoned potato wedges. Don't ever sleep on waffle fries. Oh fuck, I'm hungry now. Oh man, I haven't had Wendy's in, God, at least 15 years. No, I never really see much of a difference flying a linear antenna when flying whoops. Whoops, they suffer from weight. Too much weight, they don't fly well. You usually stick with a linear antenna. If you can put a circular polarize on a whoop and put a circular polarize on your goggles, that's the best way to go, especially if you're in like a high multipath environment. It really helps out. But like I know Menace RC sells a linear patch antenna for flying micros with a linear antenna. I really haven't seen much of a difference. Some people say they see awesome differences. It really depends on your RF environment, but yeah. Naan bread, roughly translated to pita bread. It is not the same. Yeah, I gotta stop. Go for some bread. Yeah, wrap my tater tots in bread. Well, I mean, cutting down that 900 megahertz antenna that Happy Model has, it's the same material. 900 megahertz longer antenna. They just clip it off. Why reinvent the wheel? It's the exact same thing. If you know exactly how RF works and a wavelength propagation, all that stuff works, doesn't really matter. Is it wheel time? Hopefully soon. Yeah. All right. Let's do the wheel. Let's do the wheel, guys. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. The end cap's not fitting. That's all right. Sorry. Yeah. Dauntless, send me a picture of what it is you're working on over on Discord. I'm not entirely following now. Is it for like an Immortal T style antenna, or are we talking like a soft floppy whip one? Anyways, all right, over to the super chat wheel. This is for the 2.4 gigahertz ExpressLRS setup. $5. We'll give you another minute or two to get in if you want to. No, Jay, I got to get going. Make the way for the old Joshua Bardwell there. Mortal T on the transmitter side. I got you. Don't put the caps on. All the caps can do, all they can do for you is attenuate the signal. Throw them the fuck away. Just throw it away. Oh, Jay, don't be a pessimist. But yeah, nah, you probably won't. It starts is on there, I think. Is he on there? Yeah. So. All right, guys, we're gonna lock this down and we'll spin this thing here in 1 second. All right, let's shuffle this shit. 13 people. Good luck, everybody. Oh, that's right. I need a time. Somebody give me a time. Between 20 and 50. This is the highlight of my week, doing these live streams. I'll be honest, guys. This is so much fun. I need to start doing some more builds, and I'll just kick the camera on. All right, man. 30. Jay, you know, if you don't win it, it's your fault because you're the one that picked the time. So, all right, guys. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. And who's it gonna be? Thanks everybody for showing up today. I really appreciate it. I have a lot of fun doing these things. Hopefully you guys like them. Hopefully you guys learn something. I don't think we really talk about too much to learn from, but what's gonna happen? Cheesy Mac 1, congratulations. Invest in ExpressLRS to the moon. Chet, get a hold of me, tweetfv.com. We'll talk details and see how you want to go about this. Jay, were you even close? Where were you? Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what? There'll always be a next time. And if you really want one, hit me up on Discord. I can probably hook you up. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking this out. I don't know why I say it that way. I really hate it every time I do. Thanks for coming by. I enjoy this immensely. This is probably the highlight. This is the highlight of my week. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for the comments. Head over to tweetfv.com. Blah blah blah. Shill. Buy stuff. Hook me up. Help me out. And as always, folks, stay positive. See you around. Where's that end screen? Where's that? See ya.